What is up, Gooder Gang? Welcome to year number 6 of the So Smokin Gooder Show. We're going to get started here with year number 6 here in just a second. Here we go.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Butter from War Pig Barbecue, makers of FUBAR Elite Barbecue Sauce. We're proud sponsors of Bullhorn Barbecue and So Smokin Gooder. So tune into the show for all things barbecue, and you just might win yourself a bottle of FUBAR.
It's Jason, Primate Cookers. Turn in So Smokin Gooder Friday night.
Hey, what's up? I'm Cosmo, and you're watching the So Smokin Gooder Show. So grab a drink, park your ass, and don't forget to smash that subscribe button and ring that bell so you don't miss a thing.
What is up, Gooder Gang? Yes, welcome to season or year, whatever you want to say, year number 6 of the So Smokin Gooder Show. I am your host, Robert Roach, and I'm coming to you from the Bullhorn headquarters in Cypress, Texas. Damn glad you have found us on this Wednesday, July the 5th. Yes, we started this thing 6 years ago on July the 7th, so 2 days from now in 2017, and we are still going strong and continue to do so. Thank you guys, the Gooder Gang, for tuning in each and every week in 6 years now. I am your host, Robert Rocha, like I said, and we have the OG host of the co-host of the So Smokin Gooder Show. I'm going to bring him on. I'm just going to do this right now. We're going to get started right away. Let's bring him on right here. I've not said this word in a lot, or have not said this in there, but let's bring him on. My co-host, Mr. Case Hahn.
What's up, everybody?
Case? How are you, buddy?
I'm good. I had to dig out my throwback gear.
Well, I see you got all the throwback gear going right now.
I want to point out, like, this was like the greatest hat I think you've ever did.
Dude, that is a classic. That is a classic. I love it. I love producer Ty in the back.
Pretty sure I stole that from you and just never gave it back to you. So, yeah, if you were still looking for this hat, it's been in a closet right behind me for, like, probably 7 years now.
Well, I've been posting some photos, some old photos from us when we got started. And that one I posted today, I don't know, we were rolling up on a cook-off somewhere, but I saw the hats and I was like, man, those are some cool ass hats that we had back in the day. So welcome back, Case. Where have you been? How have you been for
I've been good, man. Tune in periodically and throw a comment or two just to make sure everybody knows I'm still alive. But
I know
it's awesome, man. Congrats on 6 years.
Yep.
I don't know that sitting there staring at a monkey and Elvis bobbleheads and cutouts of Dr. Smoke, that I didn't know that you'd still be doing this. So congratulations to you and congratulations to everybody who came along the way. And it takes a lot of really good people and met a lot of really good people. I did. I know you have, and a lot of the newer folks that don't know. I mean, there was another time where this show didn't have a producer. So yeah, hats off to the producer guy. So
producer Ty, baby. Producer Ty.
That's pretty impressive. There was no Tomball VFW drink. And so, but yeah, it's awesome, man. It's good to be back. It's good to be with everybody, and yeah, good to see you, Rob.
Bro, I'm loving the gear. I see. This is a throwback too. This is our very first shirt that we ever had for the So Smokin' Gooder show, and I do have a treat. I'm going to play it right now. This is I'm not going to play a whole bunch of it, but this is the very first show that we ever did, and people who have not seen this, I don't know if you somehow went back into the Bullhorn Barbecue Facebook page and scrolled all the way to the very bottom, you will see this. But here it is right here. The very first airing of the So Smokin' Gooder show back on July the 7th, 2017. Let's see. Let me know if you guys can hear.
Look at those guys. Look at that set. Look at that
set, bro. Live from the Bull Printing Wraps and Graphics wrap-up, or not wrap-up, that's what we call it now, but they were the Bull Printing Wraps and Graphics studios. Look at these guys. We're making an entrance here, Case.
Yes.
We have sound.
I just want you to know, everybody, my microphone is completely fake.
Okay, we're not going to play a whole bunch of it, but this is the very first show ever.
Well, this should be interesting, buddy. Hey, what's going on, Facebook world? We're getting ready to go live. First ever show, So Smokin' Gooder show. Those of you out there in Facebook land, if you want to, we'll try to answer comments as I can see them here. Glad to have you guys on board for the live feed as we get ready to start recording our YouTube channel. So we've got a couple different cameras going. We've got a couple different microphones. And so if you missed this live feed, we'll post the YouTube one soon. But we're about to go live. Hope you guys enjoyed it. We think we know what we're doing.
I don't think we're about to go live. I think we are live right now, buddy. So
let me
YouTube channel via Facebook on our Facebook page at Bullhorn Barbecue.
We did definitely not know what we were doing right here. This is
or we actually have like 10 people here, buddy. What do you think about that?
We got the largest studio
live studio
for an opening
audience.
show. I mean, come on, that's pretty damn good.
All right, I'm not going to play a whole bunch of it, but that was our set. That's what we did at the Bull Printing Wraps and Graphics studio. Case, I know you haven't been back or been on in a few months, but as you remember, what we do here is we give some shout outs to the Gooder gang, the ones that support us, the ones that are watching each and every week. These are the people that make this show happen, man. Unless who was first in? It was Carlos Calzada. He was probably first in when you were co-hosting. He's checking in from New York City in some cooler area. What's up, Carlos? Smoking Los. We got Daddy Dutch in the house. We've got Lobo's Den as Hector. Awesome job on 6. This is where I get all my updates on cooks and events. I've listened to several podcasts, but hands down, I'm a gooder. Keep doing what y'all do. Thank you. I appreciate that, brother. Thank you. Johnny Maggs in the house from the East Coast. Madwood, hello, hello. We've got Curtis McBlain. This is a new cook. They're doing really well. Mullet Shakers are awesome. Serge has watched every show. Case, every single one. He might have went back to that one and watched it. I don't know. I know. Jared McCrory from Barefoot in the house. Louis Gonzalez, DD Barbecue. Michael Sistrunk, what is up? Stephen Pfeiffer, how are you? Who else we got here? Sean Trainer's checking in. Jeff Dennison in the house. Stephen Williams, hello, sir. How are you? Fat Boy Barbecue, congratulations on the 6th year. And cheers to many more. Absolutely. Chuck and Vanessa checking in. Daddy Dutch again. Let's see. Here we got Tret and Lichka. Old Man's Barbecue. That's not mine, but that's another old man. James Dotson, what's up? Congratulations on the anniversary. Joe Madrano, how are you, sir? Congrats on y'all's on the high school. They finished second in the high school national championship. He was hoping Temple barbecue team do well out there. Dawson Brighton, what's up, Dawson? David Dunn. We got who else we got here? Who else we got? Captain Joey Smith, sponsor now of the So Smokin' Gooder Show. I'll talk about that here in just a minute. We got Buzzed Barbecue. All right, Christian Contreras, my man out there. How are you, bud? Congrats on 6th year. Let's go. Any more to come? A little late, but I made it. Yes, you did, sir. Brady McGee, Burley. All right, the Gooder Gang has checked in, and we got Hello Ladies from Willie Richards from KNR Pipeline, another sponsor of this show. All right, Case, are you missing it? Are you back in the saddle? How's it feel being gone for about 4 or 5 months, however long it's been?
You know, it's been busy, but I've been checking in periodically and kind of keeping up with you guys. I half-ass cooked Columbus. I was a part-time cook, and so it was good to get out and see some people and then try to hit some timelines. I turned in 3 categories. I got 3 walks. Then I sat back in my trailer and thought I should have done the other categories and not been so damn lazy. But then it was 105 degrees that day, and I was thoroughly happy. I turned in a 5th place chicken, a fajita, and an open. I walked away with 2 trophies and supported the FFA and the Team Dairy Cone, and was able to just kind of hang out and really just visit with some people that I hadn't seen in a while. And so it was awesome. It's still a lot of fun to go out and do it. Hats off to all the cooks that are still doing it, braving this heat, chasing points, doing all those things. I have the utmost respect for everybody that's doing it, no matter what acronym that you choose to do it under. But more power to you. And then, there's a lot of new cooks out there. There's some names that I don't recognize anymore. So welcome to the show. And it's good to see barbecue is doing its thing and growing and got to meet some new people in Columbus.
What's up, Aaron? What's up, bitches?
I can tell you, I texted you. It kind of hit me the other day. I was at an event, and the guy walked up, and I used to joke with you all the time because people would come like, "Hey, you're that guy that's on that Gooder show." And so finally, somebody came up and said, "You're that guy that used to be on the Gooder show." I was like, "Motherfucker!" And so yeah, it finally happened. Somebody walked up and said, "Man, aren't you that guy that used to be?" And I'm like, yeah. So thank you to all the loyal fans. And if you were that guy that walked up and reminded me I used to be, screw you. I'm the OG, bitch. But it's good to be back. So
I'm glad to have you back here. There are some people that thought that I knew that you were going to spring that on me when you did it. But I've been telling them it was a total shock. I had no idea that you were going to step down when you did. And I was like, hey, let's have a final farewell show. You're like, no, this is my last show. But what were you thinking prior? Because that was a lot. Now we were doing 2-hour shows. We're still doing 2-hour shows. So buckle up, Case. And later on, yes, he's already in one of the OG kind of sidekicks of the show. And I reached out to Jay Bird. He hasn't replied to me yet. I'm a little disappointed in that. But maybe we'll get Jay Bird on. He has a link. We'll see how it goes right there. Oh, look at that. When you're big time, you get the little spammers now. Look at this, Case. Look at this. We got spammers now going on over here on Twitch. But no, so I did not know you were going to spring that on me when that happened. It was a total shock, right? Can you confirm
It absolutely was. It's something that I had made a decision, but I wasn't about to tell my good friend Rob. And just for everybody knows that we still talk
all the time.
and we have lunch. And
Yep.
one day he might even tailgate once he believes in his football team again. I think
I'm
we're
a
on the
believer.
verge.
I believe. I believe.
But no, it was. We've been busy. Little one was playing Little League. My wife and I are. At any given moment, you got to start building a house, we've been told. And so lots of things, busy at work. And, life just kind of happens. And, and at the time, I told Rob has been utmost dedicated to this thing and to barbecue and everything, considerably more than I was at the time. And trust me, I mean, great cooks tune in week after week, and you guys deserve somebody who actually pays attention. So.
Well, it's been fun. Shout out to the co-hosts, the special co-hosts that we've had since that and it's kind of changed the format of the show. But we're here to talk about year number 6, brother. I cannot believe we started this in this room right here. You came over and we had bought some equipment. I was hoping I could find that old clip. It was just us talking about, hey, let's do a show. Why not? Nobody's doing it out there. We were people, the OGs. There was one up north. I've said this before. Other than that, nobody was doing this type of show. Now, hell, there's a show on Monday. There's a show on Tuesday. There's a show, our show on Wednesday. There's probably a Thursday show. There's all of these shows all over the place. But there's only one OG Texas show, and this is this one right here, the So Smokin' Gooder show.
My favorite part of this whole deal, and I see people's T-shirts, and I see people talking about it.
It's awesome.
And it's the name,
Yes.
the So Smokin' Gooder. And it was literally just me annoying Rob. Was the overall goal of everything that I did most of my barbecue career. And so for a lot of people that don't know, I had no intention of ever getting into barbecue. Rob and I were tailgating buddies, and I found out about this whole barbecue thing. And I said, man, I'll just bring a camper trailer. I'll drink beer. You cook. I want nothing to do with this barbecue. It costs too much. There's no way in hell I'm getting involved. And slowly but surely I did. And then I was like, Rob, are you gonna be okay? Maybe I'll just cook on my own, and I'll be Bullhorn 2.
Yeah.
And at the time, and still are today, Bullhorn Barbecue was known as, he always had it on his pin at times, said So Smokin' Good. And Jason and I got together, and we put our brains together, and we came up with Bullhorn 2, So Smokin' Gooder.
That makes a lot of sense. Both of y'all's brain cells came up with just adding an ER on this. Okay, yeah. Makes total sense.
So those of y'all have been saying it for all these years. Literally, this whole thing was created just to annoy Rob. And I still appreciate today that we've got an audience. And there was a time when we decided we didn't know if anybody was going to ever watch it. We broke off from the Bullhorn page.
Mm-hmm.
Originally this was all on Bullhorn Barbecue, and would people even like a new page? And it's grown. It's awesome. So all you guys are watching, and gals, ladies of barbecue, and Californians, congratulations we're glad you're here. So
we're absolutely glad you're here. We call them the Gooder Gang, and like you mentioned, you seeing shirts out there. I love that, guys. And for those that I was just at a contest this past weekend, so I did this little marquee here, and that's kind of to make fun of myself. The very first time I bought it, I actually GC'd, so I didn't put it out there. I didn't want to be that guy. I just put Grand Champion on there. But since then, I've been trying to put highlights of whatever. And I was just at a contest last 2 weekends. Rivera hit 7th overall, and last weekend I didn't have to change the marquee. I finished 7th again. So 7th overall. Yeah, so we're out there cooking, and I am seeing the shirts, guys. I am seeing all of that, and I really appreciated the support and all of that the Gooder Gang shows this show. And we try to do this for you. I've said it from the beginning. If we're having fun with it, we feel like you guys are having fun with it. And so if there's anything that we can do, maybe y'all have some, like Jared McCrory, he's like, hey, I'd love to hear about this Mount Rushmore. And I haven't heard your Mount Rushmore case, so we'll get on that a little later in the show for sure. But we also have this thing called the Barbecue Homie. So things are kind of evolving and still evolving, right? 6 years in, we're still kind of going at it and doing it. We've got some really great people that come in and step in as co-hosts, like Aaron. He said, what's up, bitches? Bella's been on here a few times. We've had, Chris Schaefer, your buddy, Chris Schaefer. I feel like you guys are the same person and just from different states and different. He loves the Cowboys, though. It's terrible. Brenda Waters is check. I have your sticker on my computer. Every cooker sees it at every cook-off. Thank you very much, Brenda. Yeah. So the stickers are everywhere. The the shirts. Shout out to Julie Stanley and Dustin Stanley. It's on the way. They're awesome looking from what I can see. I haven't got the proof yet, but the mock-ups on them are really cool. They're going to be really cute on the ladies, and they're going to be really cool for the guys. It's a unisex thing. So more stuff will be out there for everybody. And I'm just over the moon as far as seeing people support the show and, wear the shirts and quote the, I've heard we've got a contest this weekend, Case and Sealy, and the Chef's Choice or the, whatever, the open contest. You know what they called it? The put it in the box. It's called the put it in the box because of what Robert Smith and he came on the show and just famously said, he had a few and he was just like,
if you're gonna put it in the box, put it in the box.
There it was. That's what he said. And so it was just like, yeah, okay, yeah. And then Phil's like, stamp it. Yeah. So good times. Appreciate you guys watching. Year 6 in. But I do have a special blast from the past. But before I get that, I got to give, we have our hour. I'm going to bring, these are the new people that are sponsoring this show, year 6. We've got some that stayed. We got some add-ons. I'm gonna run them quickly because I have special things throughout these shows and up the following shows leading up to. But Rec Tech is back. Smokin Magic. I'm happy to have them. This is a team out of Kansas City. They are bringing their products down to Texas. I am actually using their sauce on brisket. I hit a 3rd place brisket 2 weeks ago, and I hit a 1st place brisket last week. So I will tell you, it's a sweet and tangy from Smokin Magic. You can check that out. It's really helped my brisket game for sure. Of course, we got my boy Cosmo from Cosmo's Q. Willie Richards from K&R Pipeline. Thank you. Race Crew Drum Smokers. You guys know he's putting out some beautiful drums out there. We've got Texas Oil Dust. He cooked the Dairy Cone. Yeah, he was on Team Dairy Cone.
Yeah.
What's up, Mr. What's Up, Bitches? Texas Oil Dust, Aaron Leslie. And he just came out with a class you can get on that other show. I did see that this today. Texas Chrome Heroes Foundation. Yes, Joey Smith. We got Dennis back. War Pig Barbecue, one of the OG sponsors. He's back. We got the Briscoe Ranch Cook-Off at the Crossroads. Clark Compression and Components, Miss Bell and Tom Clark. Pinkerton's Barbecue. Yes, some of the finest barbecue you can find in Houston and San Antonio. Pinkerton's Barbecue. LC Barbecue. Of course, Phil Breeden, big supporter of ours, and I'm a big supporter of his. We got our Danny Dietz Memorial Classic coming up in September, KCBS event. New Got Your 6 Culture. These are some really fine clothing products you can find. They support veterans, first responders. Ty, our producer, Ty is a big part of this right here. Of course, we got Joey Machado from Texas Original Charcoal. And I just mentioned Julie and Dustin from We Branded Promotions in the barbecue store. And our day one where we had that first show, Bull Printing, Wraps, and Graphics, where we did our very first show. So we'll do that. And I've got, we're going to highlight them in the shows coming. And of course, every show we'll do that as well. I got my boy producer Ty back there. Let's bring him on real quick. Ty, you're in for year, towards the end of 5. Now you're here for 6. You got the OG co-host. What do you think about this, man? Going into season 6.
I mean, I remember talking with Case when we were doing the wrestling bit a couple years ago, and then I've been listening to the show for like 4 or 5 years anyway, because of Tom and Bell. They're like, hey, let's go to the bunker and watch the show. So just seeing you guys, the back and forth, is just cool. And then I know Case likes a little bit of the wrestling stuff, so I love his little jabs. He's kind of the bad guy. He's the heel of the show. You're the baby face. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's how it is.
What?
Yeah, for sure.
Hey, I do miss the stirring up the shit, Case, because now you're leaving it up to me.
I can tell you one of my favorite moments of the show is when I say something that Rob just cannot stand me saying, and the show ends with, it cuts, and the rest of you all can't see anything, but I can still see Rob, and I'm just dying laughing because I have said something to piss somebody off, and that his phone is blowing up, and I just think it's hilarious. And so,
like I said, you're the heel.
There's many a time the show has ended with Rob just staring at me going, "What the hell, dude?" And I'm like,
The
"That was awesome."
views of the co-host do not always reflect the views of the show. Yes, something like that. Yes, you would do that stuff for me, and I actually enjoy it. It's fun whenever we stir it up, like with the Mount Rushmores and the barbecue home. Not so much the Mount Rushmores. The Mount Rushmores are something personal to you, but the barbecue homie thing, that's been stirring it up for sure. What's up, Bell? What's up, Kevin? Dean, how are you? Tim White, thank you very much. James Powell, I will see James Powell at his contest coming up, the Denny's Memorial. That's coming up pretty quickly, I believe. All right, I see one of the comments in there. All right, Ty, I'm going to drop you down, but I'll bring you back on this show. This show is R-rated. No, it might be now where it's about to be. But let's bring on not so much a guest. We're all just buddies here. We're just going to be doing our thing out here. But all the way from the ATL, this guy used to stub for Case when Case couldn't make it. Now we have a whole lineup of people. But look at this guy right here, Mr. Nobody. This show sucks. On the bottom. I love it.
You need to preview those titles before you put me on live.
Hey, I don't care. I don't care.
You but totally ruined the surprise. I was going to be shocked that you screwed it up today, Tony.
Yeah.
Bad delivery.
It's all right. It's all right. Welcome back to the show, Tony. How have you been?
What's up, fellas? Just, working like a Hebrew slave in an African diamond mine. Nothing new.
I can tell you, Tony called me with a work-related question earlier today, and he said, "Hey, I'll talk to you tonight." And I hung up the phone, and I sat there in my office, and I said, "Why would? Oh, hell no!" And I immediately called Rob, and I was like, "Is Tony coming on tonight?" So
I wanted to bring back. Tony's been here from the beginning. Tony used to set some of this up for us when we did those live ones at the Pitmaker Bar a couple of times, and so. I was like, I reached out to Jay Bird. I haven't heard back from Jay Bird. So Jay Bird
he did all of our Canadian shows.
Correct.
Absolutely. Tony was a big, not since he's moved to ATL. You're not doing any contests over there, are you?
No, not for $300 entry fees, and you got to enter 3 porks. No, I'm good. We're good.
And a $25.
When was the last time you've ever turned down entering 3 porks?
At the bar.
I didn't really think this through the night that we're introducing some new sponsors, and then we got Tony on the show. Keep it cool, Tony. I'm just messing with you. You can do whatever you want.
Should have put a disclaimer.
I just did. We got a disclaimer. The views of the guests do not reflect the deal. But yeah, this show is R-rated. No, it's not. But Tony. Talk about what you've been up to before Catch the Gooder Gang up with you. I know the last time you were on the show was probably about, almost a year ago. When was that?
Oh, it was over a year ago.
Over a year ago. All right. Well, I know you moved to the ATL. I got to see you for the Van Gogh exhibit you did out there, which was amazing. It was awesome. How are things going?
Not bad. Busy. We're busy as hell putting in exhibits, just knocking out one show after another. And I'm not doing any cooking out here. They don't do briskets out here. It's just, like I said, the 3 porks.
Sean's a longtime watcher of the show. He said he was burning chicken. Yes. Tony has famously had that 190-degree chicken and won first place at Pleasanton. Have you been keeping up with Texas barbecue or barbecue in general? And you've been seeing, I know you have because I see you commenting, but what do you think of the state of barbecue right now, bro?
I think it's great. I see a lot of the drama has gone down and people are just out there cooking.
Yes.
And it's nice. I still follow the who wins and who loses. And I follow the pages I don't get kicked out of. And I don't know. Have you guys noticed there's less drama and BS going on? People are just going out there to cook, and it doesn't matter what the rules are and how much goes into the box. Everybody's just out there cooking. Am I wrong?
No, you're not wrong at all. It's died down. The if you're talking about the drama between the 2 sanctioning bodies in Texas, that's all pretty much. There's more than 2, but the IBCA and CBA.
It's 4.
But there's 4. I know, but yeah, everybody's just doing their own thing. The cooks that want to go do IBCA, they're doing it, and the cooks that are over at CBA, they're doing that. And Lone Star has their whole crew. Outlaw up north that's doing there, and they're getting. They're getting their teams up there up north. So yeah, people they're just going about it right now. And it's hard to argue right now when it's 100+ degrees and you're still out there cooking. So whatever got you to go and cook an event, it doesn't matter, man. Go out there, have fun, and do your best and win it.
That's correct. And they're not complaining about prices either. So obviously everybody's got money to go put out a $300 brisket for 9 slices, right?
Yeah.
8.
Well,
I think it's 8.
It's whatever you
8.
want.
Sideways.
There's no limit. There's no
diagonal
no
to the hinge.
I didn't cook the briskets. I have no idea what the rules are.
All right, so Tony's been on. Tony, you're I think your Mount Rushmore is going to be very interesting to some people. I don't know if you've been keeping up with the show lately, but we've been introducing, thanks to Jared McCrory from Barefoot Cookers, he came up with this. He's like, Rob, I'd love to hear who they think, some of their heroes or idols or influences or whatnot. And so we called it the Mount Rushmore, and everybody's Mount Rushmore is different and personal. Case, I'm going to ask you this as well, but Tony, you've been in it. You've been in it for a while now. You've had some
How many heads are on Mount Rushmore?
4.
4. No.
4 heads are on the Mount Rushmore, and then it's somebody that maybe has influenced you, somebody has helped you along the way, somebody maybe you looked up to, or somebody on your barbecue journey. Who would you put in your Mount Rushmore, Tony?
That's a good question. You caught me off guard on that one. Number one would be, I'd say, Ernest Cervantes. Ernest Cervantes is the first one.
He's on a lot of people's Mount Rushmores.
Johnny Trigg.
Why Ernest?
Ernest, because at Briscoe, I met him at Briscoe for the first time at the Crossroads run. I didn't know who he was, and we're standing next to one another and we're watching people walk, and he's just talking to me like I didn't know who he was, and he's just talking to me, and we're shooting the shit like we've been old friends for years. And I walked up and I won. I think I caught 9 ribs or something. He's like, hey, congratulations, there you go, good job. I'm like, who the fuck is this guy? And he was like, that's Ernest Cervantes. Okay, that's nice. But he was just so humble and so nice, and he treated you like he was your best friend, right?
Absolutely.
And he was a good guy. Johnny Trigg was good. You sit down with that guy, and he'll give you everything. He'll give you all his
Carly,
tips.
thank you. Yep.
And then who else would be? I see.
You
Third would be Kelly Curtis. Kelly Curtis. Even though he's off Facebook now. But
is he on Facebook?
Yeah, his account got jacked and he finally hung it up. He said, fuck it. He ain't coming back.
I did not know that.
And let's see. I guess for number 4, I'm gonna have to leave that one open. For now.
All right, well, you can come back to it.
All right.
Case, I'm going to let you see. This is also, we're talking current stuff, but we're also reminiscing about our 6 years. This is one of the and don't go anywhere, guys. After this, we always have the Bull Printing Wraps and Graphics wrap up recap. We're going to have the Briscoe Ranch upcoming event segment, and we'll do the Rate My Box. So if you guys have not sent in some boxes, I did get a couple earlier today. Only send in one, please. Make it, whatever you want it to be, but I'm going to have maybe 2 briskets, 2 porks, 2 chickens, and 2 ribs. So send them in and I'll try to get to them. But you can send them into my personal Facebook page, Robert Rocha. Send them via Messenger and I will try to get them on the show. So here we go.
No dick pics.
None of those. This is one of our very first intros. This is at the Bull Printing Wraps and Graphics. That is Mr. Russell Muskis, affectionately known as Cheeto. And this is one of our very first intros right here.
Tune in tomorrow at 7 p.m. right here at the Bull Printing Wraps and Graphics studio to see the So Smoking Gooder Barbecue and Brew Show.
Damn it, boy.
You don't want to miss it.
Thank you.
Look at y'all. Can y'all see Case in the back there?
Tune in tomorrow at 7 p.m. right here at the Bull Printing Wraps and Graphics studio to see the So Smoking Gooder Barbecue and Brew Show.
Damn it.
That was one of the very first intros, and y'all saw Jay Bird jumping off. Oh, I got some boxes coming in already. Yes. Bill Purvis in the house. What's up, Bill? I deleted the big Bill, but with me and Ty will fix that. We will fix that for sure. But yeah, so all right, Case, time for your Mount Rushmore of barbecue. Who are you going to put on your top 4? And then Sean asked
Yeah,
a
when
good question.
it comes to barbecue and just in general, so I can tell you my top 4 are pretty simple. And it's, it's me personally. So growing up in Columbus, you have to start with Jerry McKeska. Jerry McKeska's barbecue in Columbus was every sports banquet. He did my wedding. So growing up in Columbus, Jerry was the king. Today it's Andrew Steiner and Cat's Barbecue down the street. I talk more barbecue with Andrew at Cat's Barbecue in Santa Fe. So from the restaurant side, it was growing up with Jerry. It's Andrew with Cat's. We talk barbecue. If I'm talking restaurant barbecue, it's always with Andrew. When it comes to competition, Craig Sherry has always been a close friend of mine, a big supporter. Craig is just a great friend. We talk all the time. And then if it's a personal Mountain Rushmore, none of this exists. I never got into this without Rob. And so I'm going to say something nice about Rob Rocha.
Don't make me cry, Case. Don't make me cry.
My wife bought me a Rec Tech Mini. And I remember going to hold them and hit them with a choice brisket. And Rob's like, dude, it's not that hard. You can do a brisket. I'm like, I have no idea what I'm doing. And so a lot of conversation. So growing up in Columbus, it's Jerry McKeska. Right now, getting down and feeding my family and talking barbecue, Andrew at Cat's Barbecue. In Santa Fe, obviously my close friend Craig Sherry. And then none of it's possible. I'm not even remotely in barbecue or even interested in barbecue without Rob. So that's my 4. It's pretty simple.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. That's a great 4, man. Hey, you got some people that have influenced your childhood. You got people that are, close friends in that. And then you got this badass dude that introduced you to competition barbecue. That's me, people. No, that was good. No, that was really good. And then I'm going to throw this.
Nice save, Case.
Yeah, nice save. And I'm going to throw this barbecue homie out there. I can't be your barbecue homie, Case. You got to pick one. Who's your barbecue homie?
What's a barbecue homie?
Like Brokeback, your homie.
Oh, it has to be. If
it's nobody's
like
business.
That, I'm going to go Chubby Chaser. It'll be Robert Smith.
Oh, okay. Robert Smith. All right. Y'all, I didn't know y'all were homies like that, but that's cool. I thought he'd be Wally or somebody like that.
He puts
Robert
it in the
Smith
box.
Has never thrown me out of his trailer. Looking at you, Phil Breeden.
Yes, Phil has thrown you out of his trailer. That's for sure. All right, Tony, did you want to come to it now or later?
Put it in the box.
What? My number 4?
Yeah.
My number 4, Justin Margist.
Really?
Are you kidding me?
Nope.
He's
a good cook.
For what? Trying to whip my ass?
A lot of things. He's just, yeah. And he's not just a cook. He's entertaining. He's a, there's a lot about him.
You can't spell. I can tell you that much.
He's immortal.
He still has me blocked on social media.
Yeah, but it's okay.
Dr. Smoke. Hashtag Dr. Smoke.
Hashtag unblock Case, you coward.
We haven't had a Dr. Smoke reference in a while, although he was in that very first in the background holding up little Case.
How is he in your Mount Rushmore? Do you have like a redneck section of Mount Rushmore? Like
yes.
You have
there's a big gap between the 3 and him.
You're like, let me see who finished second on a Thrill the Grill video in 2015.
Him. And who placed first in chicken 2 years in a row at HLSR? Him. And who got banned from IBCA? Him. There's a lot of action. He's got a lot of history. He's good. He's fine. He's my number 4.
I was reading his notes the other day just for the hell of it because they're still saved on my phone.
Yeah.
And so, and if anybody still needs them, I still have them. So just to ignore the fact he can't spell and he goes on random rants about everything known to man. So,
hey, shout out to Justin Marches. If you're still watching Dr. Smoke, he hadn't watched this in a long, long time. Probably he was a big avid watcher, back when we started here, but
and he blocked me, coward.
Then he blocked you, and then we had the whole unblocked Case thing, and Yes, but yeah, you're right, Tony. Tony, he was a great cook. I don't know if he's still cooking anymore, but he may be doing some Lone Stars that I'm not aware of.
Yeah, until he's not competing. Out of his RV and got punched like a punching bag.
He's not cooking, man. He's he calmed down a little bit.
Didn't he take a Jambo to the jaw?
Yeah, that's what he did. He was a human whack-a-mole one night at Pleasanton.
He took a Jambo to the jaw, if I remember correctly. But
there's more to the story, but whatever.
All right. T squared, what's up, buddy? How are you, man? How are you? Okay. Well, all right.
Well, so much for coming back for year number 7, Tony.
No problem. I'll be back for year 8 because you're going to skip year 7 anyway.
So Tony, what do you feel? You are a successful chicken cook. When you were cooking, your chicken was hard to beat. Would you go after pieces now that CBA is allowing that right now, like a KCBS style, or would you still be running the half chicken at 200 degrees?
I'd be still running a half chicken. Adding pieces to the box is cool. You fill the box, but I'm not going to make it all pieces. I'll still put in the fully jointed half. I think it'll just hold better in the box.
Why do you say that? What do you mean by that?
The moisture, the heat, temperature, when it gets to the judge, I think a whole chicken will hold better. You start putting in pieces, it's going to dry out, then you got to add more crap on it and, spray some bacon fat on it, whatever, right?
Thank you, Steve-O, for the update. Yeah, that's a good point. I thought about, I'm still running a half chicken. I did think about doing some slices in there. Second place this weekend where I was, they had a beautiful half chicken and they put beautiful slices in front. But I agree kind of with you. I think the judge is going to go for that slice instead of the half chicken. And once you slice it, it sits there for 10, 12, 15 minutes. Then you have that big chance of it drying out.
You could put in a whole half and just slice the breast on the half.
Yeah.
Right. So they could pick at it, but I would not putting in extra pieces. If that piece isn't as good as the breast, you might burn yourself. Right.
Well, here's a comment for you, Tony. Jesus, 6-year anniversary, and this is the only guy y'all could find.
This is the low budget show. Okay. Let me check. Let me see. Where's Brian? Oh, he wasn't invited.
Brian was not invited. I was trying to bring people that helped the show at the very beginning. Tony, you were one. You were one with Jaybird. Y'all had the All Canada show.
Brian's probably staring at this bullhorn hat thinking that you made some new hat and stole his color green, even though this hat's like 8 years old.
Probably.
There's the mullet shakers checking in right there. Curtis McBlain. I just sent Rob the video. Oh, we got a video. Okay. Not when you turn in Robert Smith, juicy chicken. Yeah, mullet shakers. They're doing well right now. Tony is the OG fan. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This is not we could have I got a big announcement coming up a little later in the show.
Oh, so do I.
Okay.
I have no announcement.
You want me to tell you now?
Sure.
I mean you're screaming. Why not?
You seemed excited.
I know.
It just popped in my head like Justin Marcus. That's why. For number 4.
That's
What's your big announcement?
Okay, so it's official. Final in 90 days, I'm moving back to Canada. It's done. Going there, and I'm going to be starting my own thing in Canada.
For real?
Will they let
For
you
real.
stay?
I still got citizenship there. I'm good. I just crossed the border. They love me there.
That's big news, bro.
I'm going there. I'm going to open up my own place. It's going to be called Barry Woods Barbecue.
Oh, you're going to open up a barbecue joint?
Yeah, Barry Woods Barbecue. All black, and you're not coming back. I'm telling you, it's going to be great.
I can't understand what part of this story I'm supposed to believe. Are you actually moving to Canada?
Yes.
Are you opening a barbecue joint?
Yes, and I'm gonna start classes too. We're gonna teach because people can't cook,
especially those Canadians.
Yeah,
except Janice from Smellicue.
She could cook.
There was a time where remember that they were trying to. That one guy we actually talked about on the show where they were trying to make shredded brisket a thing.
That's that guy in Quebec.
Yeah.
Tony,
I'm gonna go there and I'm gonna teach all these hoes how to cook. I'm gonna call it OnlyPans. It's gonna be my OnlyPans page.
What talk about? Are you finding any good barbecue in Atlanta? Don't they know how to cook barbecue in Georgia?
No. I do hit a lot of spots. I hit a lot of the gas station stands. I hit a lot of the restaurants, and I did find one good place downtown. It's Cross Brothers. Theirs was decent. It was good.
What's the best thing to eat when you go to Atlanta? Anything.
The best thing to eat?
Yes.
Fries at the airport when you're leaving.
Wow. Damn.
That's garbage. There's nothing good here. Garbage here. It's that. A lot of people don't understand how good Houston has. How good the food is in Houston. I'm telling you.
Man,
Houston is the food mecca of America right now. Don't get me wrong.
I find that hard to believe, bro. I mean, not that Houston, but Atlanta. You can't find any good food over there because that's
not even shrimp and grits. Nothing. Garbage. It's all garbage here.
Brian asks, if you move to Canada, are you still coming back for HLSR? You have. What's up, Katie?
Yes, because I heard there's pits for sale, and I have to be there. Somebody has to fix Ryan Warden's pit, and that's going to be me.
Nice. There you go. All right. Let's see if you guys have sent in some boxes to rate. We're gonna get back.
Okay, come here.
We're gonna get that onto that an hour here in just a little bit. Let me get back into here and I'll start downloading some boxes. But what are you drinking, Tony?
Coronas. Just Coronas.
All right. Ty's back.
Nothing special.
Ty,
we're gonna rate boxes.
Where's Ty?
We're gonna rate boxes. We're gonna rate some boxes here in just a minute. But before we do that, I'm gonna drop y'all down here real quick, and I'm gonna get to the Bull Printing Wraps and Graphics wrap-up recap in the Briscoe Ranch Cook-Off at the Crossroads upcoming event segment. So if you want to go refill, go pee, whatever you need to do, come back here in about 2 to 3 minutes, and I'll bring y'all back on. There's Case, and there is Tony, and I'm gonna. Okay, this has been an interesting 6th-year anniversary show, but we will get to the Bull Printing Wraps and Graphics wrap-up recap. Here in just a second. I gotta find the slides, Ty. Here we go. Got them. There's only one event, I think, this weekend in Texas, which shocks me. Crazy. But there were a lot of events happening all throughout Texas last weekend. In the Bull Printing Wraps and Graphics wrap-up recap, in the Champions Barbecue Alliance, we had the Freeport Lions Club Fishing Fiesta. Grand champion, Mr. Brian Keene from Brass Monkey Barbecue. I think he's in the comments. Take a bow, Brian. Congratulations. GC for Brian Keene. RGC was Eric Riojas from Come and Taste It. Congratulations for the RGC, Eric. Over in Shiner at the Shiner Half Moon Holidays, we've got the GC, and this weekend I will see this man in Sealy, and we are making another video. But for now, I got to play his OG, and we're talking about Mr. Eddie Morales from the Pitfather Barbecue.
I'm Eddie Morales, Pitfather Barbecue. You're watching the So Smokin' Gooder Show.
Yeah, he can do much better than that. He can do way better than that. We got the RGC, Mr. Danny Patton from One Man Pits. Congratulations, Danny. His truck got stolen like 10 days ago, and they found it. So I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but they found his truck. So congratulations to Danny Patton for the RGC. Over in Pettis at the Stars and Stripes and Sizzle, grand champion, Mr. John Segura from 2 Live Q. The RGC was Aaron Cruz from Cruz Brothers Barbecue. Down in Edinburgh, Texas, and it was hot all over the state, but I probably bet it was a lot hotter down there in Edinburgh. Texas High Stakes event. The grand champion was Daniel Rodriguez from Smokin' D's Barbecue. And the RGC was Mario Benavides from Chillin' and Grillin'. And where I was over at the SS Memorial Cook-Off, the grand champion, and I got to see this man walk, which it's a rarity. You don't ever get to see this person walk, but apparently when they hit a grand champion, they walk. And I'm talking about Tom and Belle Clark from JC's Good Old Boys. Where is their video?
Are you going to talk or are you not going to talk?
Yeah, what are we saying? I'm Tom, you say you're Belle, and we're watching the So Motherfucking Gooder Show.
Y'all ready? We can do 2 or 3 takes. Ready?
I'm Tom Clark.
I'm Belle Clark.
And you're watching the So Smokin' Fucking Gooder Show.
Say I'm Tom Clark. I'm Belle Clark with JC's Good Old Boys. All right, ready? Here we go. Ready? 3.
I'm Tom Clark.
I'm Belle Clark.
With JC's Good Old Boys barbecue team. And you're watching the So Smokin' Gooder Show.
Bam! Congratulations to Tom and Belle. Not only did they win a grand champion on Saturday, they also became grand parents. Yes, congratulations to Logan and Blair for the birth of their daughter. And then congratulations to the whole Clark family. They had a big day on Saturday. Congratulations. That was awesome to see. All right. The RGC was Curtis and Drew Stewart from the Mullet Shakers. This is a new team, possibly going to be our follow team that we follow. But they, I think that was their 7th event, and they already hit an RGC. So congratulations to the Mullet Shakers. And then we had down on Monday, after the weekend was over, down in Alamo, Texas, the city of Alamo, there was another event that happened on Monday. Out of the blue, a state championship. A lot of teams went down there that I did not even know about. But they had it. Hey, the grand champion was Mr. Phil Breeden from LC Barbecue. Let's play his most recent clip, which is right here.
I'm Phil Breeden, owner and founder of LC Barbecue, and you're watching the So Smokin' Gooder Show.
Taking home the GC, and look at this. They win an RGC on Saturday, and then they pack up and they go to Alamo, and they win an RGC on Monday. Congratulations to Mario Benavides again, chilling and grilling 2 RGCs on the weekend. That's pretty solid. That's pretty solid. I know Bills won a GC on a Tuesday, but can you do 2 RGCs in one weekend on Saturday and Monday? Congratulations. All right. And in IBCA, IBCA, the Freedom First Barbecue Cook-Off, the grand champion was Mr. Tim Kirkendall from Renegade Barbecue. The RGC was Jeff Wyatt from Redneck Cookers. All right, congratulations. That's all that happened last week. I'm going to bring our guest co-host, Mr. Case Hahn, and our guest, Mr. Tony Tanache, to talk about I did not give this enough love last week, and we're talking about the IBCA Cooker of the Year. They finished their season at the end of June. So this past weekend, that Freedom First counted towards this year. They already wrapped it up. The IBCA Cooker of the Year, the points chase. And we're going to give some shout outs to these people over here because we had Miss Amy Wilson in 10th place, finishing strong. 10th place, Crooked Crown Cookers. We had Caleb Warden in 9th place. Grand champion and grandparent, same day. Can't beat that. That's right. From Kickin' Cajun Smokehouse. We had Ira Green, and I got a great video for Ira. He finished in 8th place for the IBCA Cooker of the Year.
I'm Ira Green from Kingsbury, Texas with Flying G Barbecue. You're watching live on the Smokin' Gooder Show. So Smokin' Gooder Show. I fucked that all up. Ira Green with Flying G Barbecue from Kingsbury, Texas, watching live. Ira Green with Flying G Barbecue from Kingsbury, Texas, and you're watching the So Smokin' Gooder Show.
Mr. Tim Kirkendall, say it again, Rob. Grand champion, Mr. Tim Kirkendall, checking in from Renegade Barbecue. Congratulations, Tim. Sorry, didn't mean to do that. All right. Who was that? Ira Green, 8th place with Flying G Barbecue. Congratulations. Dwayne Garber, Mid-Coast Cookers, checking in 7th place. Newer sponsor of the show, Mr. Jason Sagmiller with Race Crew Drum Smokers, checking in 6th place. We had, I've said this guy many times on the show, Randall Kendrick from Hideaway Ranch Cookers, checking in 5th place overall. This is a year-long points chase, people. In 4th place, we had Bo Daniel from Totally Bodacious Barbecue. In 3rd place, one of the coolest, friendliest guys out there on the circuit, Mr. Jamie Roby from Texas Smoke. And then we had in 2nd place, Ed Foster from Nine Finger Q. And I guess he'd be the reserve or 2nd place overall. And then 1st place, the grand champion for IBCA Cooker of the Year for 22-23, Blake Schendel from Alley Cats. Ed Foster and Blake Schendel, I have reached out to you guys. Ed has acknowledged, but if anybody knows Blake, tell him to reach out to me because I want to get them on the show here in a couple.
He doesn't want no part of it. He said that.
They kicked the crap out of us in Columbus.
Who did?
Alley Cats. They had, I think, a first, second. Like, it was out of 30 teams. It was ridiculous. Like, it wasn't close. Like, Michael had a hell of a cook, mainly because he got rid of Tony. And so
this is true. He took my notes.
And so we enjoyed an RGC on Team Dairy Cone, but there was nobody catching those guys in first. I mean, just wiped the floor with us.
Again, congratulations to Amy, Caleb, Ira, Dwayne, Jason, Randall, Bo, Jamie, Ed Foster, and Blake Schendel. Congratulations. That's a year-long points chase. Put that back up there. I didn't see that one. Just sad that all these teams spend all that money chasing points and don't get a banquet. They get a banquet.
Did they get it? Did they get a chair? They got the chair, right?
They do get a banquet. Let's see. Over in Lone Star, Firewalker Ranch Reunion. I didn't mention this last week because they didn't have the results up. But Aaron Bisher from Smoked and Queued. RGC was Reagan Broche. Was it Broche from La Pasadena? And I do have me and Aaron, Reagan, which I love this guy. If you guys have not met Barefoot Reagan, if you see him out on the contest, you'll know him. He's not wearing shoes, but he's a great guy.
Hi, my name's Reagan Brazier of La Pasadena. You're watching the So Smokin' Gooder Show. Are y'all high? Because I am. Enjoy the show.
Reagan Brazier.
Hi, my name's Reagan Brazier of La Pasadena. You're watching the So Smokin' Gooder Show. Are y'all high? Because I am. Enjoy the show.
That guy drops 200 milligram gummies, man. He's nuts. He's so high he could see sounds and smell colors, for crying out loud. I'm like, oh my God.
He is a professional. Brian Fox said IBCA canceled the banquet this year. I think
it was a low turnout.
I think we're going to need some confirmation if that really happened. I have no idea. But I know CBA has a banquet coming up. That's going to be in January. It's going to be in Seguin, I believe. Maybe I'm dropping something up there. Yes, we did watch it twice. So that'll be coming up in January. And the points chase for CBA is still going strong. Lots of teams going at it right now. I somehow I'm sitting in 2nd place in chicken, and that's the only thing I'm doing well in this year. So you guys are beating me up.
Fixed. It's rigged.
No, it's not.
It's rigged.
It is definitely.
I've seen you cook. It's rigged.
Oh no, I'm just having an off year, bro.
It takes you five chickens to make one box. I've seen you trim chicken. It's rigged. There's no way.
Oh, you're saying that I shouldn't be 2nd right now. You're saying I should be lower.
I don't know how you're 2nd. Yeah, I don't know how you're 2nd. I've seen you cut chickens. My God.
How long ago was that, Tony?
You've been gone for a while. And stuff.
He sacrifices 5 breasts to get one and just tosses the rest away. Go, this is my sacrifice. I'm like, Rob, it's a case of chicken you killed here just to get one box. What's the matter with you?
That's our eating chicken, bro. That's our eating chicken. You hit some briskets the last couple weeks. Yes, I have. I have done well in brisket. And hey, shout out to Smokin' Magic. If you want some of that spice, sweet and tangy is what it's called. All right. What else we got here? Case and Tony. Any more recollections of the show? Anything that stinks out to you guys 6 years in? Because we got some more coming up here. I got to start downloading some boxes. I know I saw some people sending in boxes for the Rate My Box segment. So y'all talk amongst yourself while I do some work here for a second.
Hurry up,
for
Rob.
real.
I'm here to rate some damn boxes.
Yeah, I want to rate. I want to rate the boxes.
This is going to be the best rate your boxes that the show has ever seen.
Are we allowed to rate them, or are you going to mute my mic again?
I've never muted your mic.
Okay.
All right, so I got a brisket box in.
Hey, Steve Oler is right. We do need Wade Whitlow. Where's he gone to? Where's the old gang?
Yeah, well, I think
He called
Wade
me.
is,
I sent him a picture of the cinnamon rolls in Columbus, and he called me a whore.
Wade was the very first. He was on there. All right.
He was the very first guest. That's right.
All right. So we got a brisket box. We got a rib box. While I'm downloading these.
No, I remember.
These are.
What'd you say?
Well, I can tell you right away. Don't tell us whose boxes they are. See if we can guess them. I
never say. If the people want to own up to them, you guys are more than welcome. All right, I got 3 to start, and then I'll keep downloading as we go. He muted.
All right.
I didn't. Oh, I did mute Aaron's mic. Let's see here. All right, let me pull these up. Brand. Let's get some boxes here. All right, the way we do these boxes, I'm going to put them up for 10 seconds or so. And this is only on appearance, guys. We're trying to be very helpful, very, constructive criticism is the name of the game right here.
6.
Helpful. And we rate these on a CBA scale. So 10 is
I don't do CBA scoring. We're doing IBCA. If you're a 2, you deserve it.
Okay. 10 is excellent. 9 is very good.
There'll be no walk-up music for me, damn it.
Let me explain. 10 is excellent. 9 is very good. 8 is fair, and 7 is poor. And if you want to give them below 7, you better be explaining yourself. All right, the first box up is a brisket box. You got 10 seconds. Here we go.
What the hell?
Now, if you want to know what a cow with AIDS had, that's a cow with AIDS right there. I'll tell you right now.
All right, we got 3, 2, 1, down. All right, Gooder Gang. Y'all do your thing, Gooder Gang. So the Gooder Gang chimes in right here. I got a 9 from Pfeiffer. I got an 8.
7.
Who's this Case guy? Yeah. 9, 8, 8.
What's the lowest we can do? Without
7.
Business, we have to go CBA 6s for 0.
7 is the lowest. All right, so we got 9, 9. A lot of 9s in here.
Congratulations! Everyone wants to start off nicely, so we're gonna start with 7. What'd you say, Tony?
8.
So I say 7.
Yeah, it's a 7 all day.
That thing's got more injection marks than Amy Winehouse, for crying out loud. What's the matter with you guys?
Facts.
Fucking drier than a mummy's fart. Get out of here.
And that
no, I mean, they can turn it point meat.
Okay.
Point meat.
All right, I got a rib box coming up here quick. All right, let's put that back up here. All right, so
7.
So were they
all
trying
day.
to go for the burn-in look, or is that what they were doing with point meat?
It was the burnt slice look. It's a new thing. LSPS.
I'm gonna ask a couple people here that commented. Case, you said 7. Why?
Do what?
You said 7. Why?
It's point meat.
Some of it's point.
Some of it? I mean, you could cube this thing up and put it back on the smoker with sauce on it and turn it back in.
Tony?
7.
All right, appearance score for me?
Yeah,
10.
I'll be honest.
10 all day for me.
That's roast beef all day.
Now, Tony, let's just imagine someone posts this box on the internet. What do you think all their friends say? A, you should open a restaurant. That's the first one they should have said. I can't believe
On my way. On my way.
Oh, the on my way people. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's
When is it going to be ready?
Yes.
That's a good one. Yes.
On point, and the family loved it.
Boom.
Of course the family loved it.
Okay.
All right.
All seriousness. From the photo, right? Because I'm only getting it on half my screen. It
What
looks
do you
dry.
mean? Oh, what are you on a phone or something?
I'm on my phone. So it looks dry. I can see the injection marks. The slices are inconsistent. And the color's wrong. So it's going to be a 7 all day for me.
Was that it was good last weekend? Brian, was that your box? I don't even know. I promise you guys. I just download them and I post them. I don't know whose boxes that we have up here. All right.
Don't send
Brian makes a good point. It was good last weekend, and this weekend it could suck, right?
Yeah, true. All right.
You could
next is a pork box, I believe.
Oh,
here we
great.
here we go, Gooder Gang.
Judge this.
You got 10 seconds.
Fuck.
Case, you
Here we
look
go.
totally weird without your glasses on, by the way.
Thank you.
Here we go. All right, 3, 2, 1. Pulling that down. Gooder Gang, do your thing. Tony, initial score.
7.
Okay, why? That's a poor score.
Inconsistent. I can see all the injection. It's too dark. Not enough sauce. It's not. You don't see the sheen.
Case.
I'm not scoring it. It's a pork box. I don't know how to score a pork box. 3 meats matter.
You don't.
He pleads the 5th. He pleads the 5th.
No, I am not pleading the 5th at all. I'm not never built a pork box. Don't plan on building a pork box. That being said, how many pork loins did that poor guy have to kill to make that box?
He probably cooked 9 butts, but if you're smart, you just cook 1 pork loin.
He had a couple monies there. All right.
Couple monies.
9.
Couple of monies, my ass.
A case of monies.
Yeah.
And not the case in the show. Another case.
I'm going to be very critical. I'm going to give that an 8. I did see a lot of inconsistencies in that layout.
Well, that's what happens when you have 17 pork shoulders.
They're not all the same. Is that what you're
Fucking.
saying?
Yeah.
Come on. Okay. First row on the left, third piece in the middle. What is that? Is that a burn end? What is that?
Well, I got hungry on the way to turn in. Screw you, Tony. I was just wanting to take a bite.
Yeah. They needed a whole rotisserie of pork butts to make this box. I'm telling you now.
I bet it tastes good though. Those are some nice monies. Just keep them, cut them up a little bit more uniform.
But we're not judging taste, are we? We're judging looks.
I know. All right, here we go. Here's the next box we got up.
We're ready.
It's a rib box.
Oh.
In case you might like it, it's parallel to the hinge.
At least they put the box correct. Because I always screw that up.
All right. 3.
That's a decent box.
2.
That's a decent box. You know what this guy
1.
needs? Bill Purvis's filtering. If he knew how to filter shit the way Bill Purvis does, this would be a 9.
It does need 8.
8 for the last
It's an
box.
8.
Would have put similar pieces together instead of mix and match. All right, yeah, that's kind of what I was saying, and I think I gave it an 8.
8 on those. Hey, but okay, these pictures
Brian
are putting
Fox,
up. Do you know what they placed?
I don't know. If anybody wants to claim them, they're welcome to. But Brian Fox on that last pork, that was a $78 pork box.
And that's because Kroger put them on sale for 87 cents a pound.
That's right.
All right, so the rib box, we're getting 8s, 8s, 9, 9, 9. A lot of 9s.
I think this is I think this box is better than an 8, but
solid 8.
If the photography skills aren't up to Purvis's status.
Did you see Chris Schaefer's comment, Case?
No, put it back.
Put it back up there, Ty.
Sorry, Ty.
Come on, Ty.
We're too dry. Just jumped on and saw Case was back. I guess I'll tune in next week.
See, I won't be here, bitches.
There you go. He won't be there, bitches. All right. Let's go with that rib box again. I'll put it back up there just to check it out.
It's an 8. The ribs are too dark.
So I just think that's judging what was given to us. I think that's an 8, but I think that,
that's an 8 all day.
I will give that a 8 as well. Just the darkness of it, a little too long on the smart smoker. You know, and that could be different. You know, the lens color or whatever it is. But it looks a little darky for my taste. That mark. Yeah, I agree on that one. All right, next up we got another pork box. I have not seen a chicken box, guys. Send me a couple chickens.
Scared because they know I'm here.
No, another $78 pork box.
That box is full. That box is
holy fuck. That's
Before
not
this
appealing
box
to me.
became a box. It was literally Grand and Reserve Championship hog at the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo. Both of them.
No, this box was half the pig farm at Smithfield. How many pigs died for this box?
Yeah.
I got a all right, I got some chicken boxes now.
Good.
Much
all right. Oh, let me pull that down, guys. All right. I sent you Tony's box to right. All right. Keep it going. Where are they at? All right, here we go. On that last box, we've got scores coming in. 8.
Giving away
9.
These guys give away 9s like it's candy.
9, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8.
7s.
I like it more uniform. I'll give it a 9 because I could tell that it probably. I think it looked appealing to eat. It wasn't as perfect. It's not perfect, right? So that's a 10 to me. It's 9. It's good. It's very good.
Are people afraid to put in pulled and bacon? Like, are they just afraid? So I'm just going to go
It's kind of hard to get it
money.
from a pork loin.
All right, I got enough chicken boxes now, guys. All he's got to do is ask, and they come flying in.
Can't get pulled from a whole loin from Kroger. Yeah, he does make a good point.
Yeah, there's no tubes in a pork loin that I know of.
That's right.
All right, so we got some good chicken boxes here. I'm going to start putting some of those up real quick. All right, next box, it will be a chicken box.
There we go.
Tony's like, there we go. This is my.
Better have racing stripes. If it doesn't have racing stripes, I'm gonna be pissed.
Yeah, if it doesn't have the Sharpies, that's a great chicken. Oh yeah, a 10.
No. I'm making sure that I've already done these already.
They're taking serious on those pieces.
Well, those thighs. That's another 10.
We did that one too. All right, this is gonna be a rib box. And then I'll get the chickens up.
Man.
All right, 3, 2, 1, pull.
8.
8, because I can't stand the way they put it in the box.
Gooder Gang, do your thing on that rib box real quick. We got 8.
Am I
9,
wrong?
9, 8, 8, 9. You can't do it 8.5, Steve-O.
Are the bones
8.
facing the hinge?
Yes. They're perpendicular to the hinge, so that's got to be Lone Star. At the last minute, they decided to change it.
Yeah.
All right, we got an interesting pork box coming up here, but next is going to be chicken. All right, that was pull that one down. A low 8. What is a high 8, trainer? All right, first chicken box. This must be a Lone Star or maybe IBCA if it had a big enough team count.
Oh fuck!
The goddamn racing stripes. Who's to blame for this? Butters?
I don't know.
Craig Sherry's to blame.
I think Bill might be.
So obviously, you could tell this was cooked on 2 different pits. First of all,
hold your comments until I ask you. All right, 3, 2, 1, drop. All right,
7.
Gooder Gang. This is going to be interesting, I think, here.
Oh, everybody with the racing stripe low.
Christian gives it an 8. Steven, 9. Daddy Dutch, 9. Curtis, Mullet Shakers, 10. Rhett with an 8. Brian Fox, 10, 10. 9, 9, 9. All right. Whoever gave it an 8, 10, and F.
Smart
10.
man.
Steve Oler likes the racing stripes. Case, you just not a fan of racing stripes?
No.
Why not?
Do what?
Why not?
Because it's a marked box.
not really when half the people are doing it.
Yeah, I was going to say, if half the field's doing it, that's not a That's not.
And you know who said that? Who said that?
I just said that.
Your uncle, Craig Sherry, said that. Is it really marked when 50% of the turn-ins are striped? That's your uncle. He said that, and he was right.
All right. We got a couple more chicken boxes.
Thank you, Jared.
I would give that a.
I give it an 8.
I give it a 9. I'm just.
And you know why?
Why?
Because the stripes don't even match. It looks like they cooked it on 2 different pits.
It's beautiful chicken. I'm just not a. It was Chuck's chicken right there, first plate chicken. I'm just not a big.
That's great.
I'm not a tiger stripe for myself.
And it's got Poe Mexican's orange color too. It's a nice color,
Just to
but
be clear, I don't know that my pellet smoker has a skill set of making stripes, so this could be why I'm not a fan of them.
Unless you have
you
a
can do
bullseye.
it.
Unless you have
It's
a bullseye.
doable.
What the shit is going on here?
Is that a leg? Is that a gimp leg? This chicken only could make left turns. To turn right, he had to make 3 lefts. Look at that fucking leg over there. It's a gimp leg. On the bottom left-hand side.
I'm on the way. Is this what we're supposed to say? You should open a restaurant.
No.
Where's the
All right.
what competition was this? This
1.
competition was sanctioned by Church's Chicken in Houston, Texas.
That's a CBA box, by the way.
Church's.
All
Church's badass. That's what CBA stands for.
Frog legs. I'm seeing 8, 7, 7. DQ. That's not a DQ. 7. John.
Not a DQ.
I do love Dairy Queen.
7.
John Holmes.
Daddy Dutch gave it a WTF. All right, Uwe, what's up, Uwe? Hope your foot's doing better, buddy. Boomerang chicken, says Brian King. All right, 7. Damn, they don't.
7.
Look at Steve-O's just fucking calling out whose chicken that was. All right, it was. I think he's claiming it too. This is that scrounge HEB at 7 a.m. hoping to find chicken. All right, there was Trench Lichka. It's his. It's mine, he says. All right, we got another chicken box here. I think you guys are enjoying this Rate My Box a little too much. And be nice. This is not a RAP.
I wrote the book on nice. What are you talking about?
RAT. A little
shit.
dark.
I gotta turn on lights in my house so I can see this dark ass chicken.
Holy fuck, that's dark. That thing's so dark. That's under the bed dark. That's so dark.
I have other jokes, but now I have an important job and I can't say them.
I can. The only difference between that and midnight is 11:59. That's how dark that chicken is. That thing's so dark. Stevie Wonder could see that chicken. Jesus Christ.
All right.
Was that was blackened an option or no?
7, 9, 9. Oh, got some 9s on that one right there.
Oh,
7.
God, I didn't know we were
7.
in welfare.
9. Greg Minotti, your boy Greg Minotti gives it a 9.
Greg, have more respect for Dickinson.
Can you put that up again, please? Can I see it again one more time? Because I
will say it's a beautiful chicken, and it is dark because who knows, the lighting is not helping the thing. What's up, Joel? Joel Hernandez?
I can't tell where the chicken is or the background for Tony begins.
That chicken says screams Atlanta all day. It's too dark. Forget it.
All right. I think we got just a couple more boxes left to do, and then we'll wrap up the Rate My Box segment.
I think Tony and I can come back on every week and do just this segment.
Yeah, I think you're enjoying this a little too
I
much.
agree. This is probably the only place where I won't get kicked off for saying what's the truth.
This is
I give
good.
the chicken. I give it an 8. I'll give it an 8. I'll give you that.
I'll give that a 9 all day.
Holy fuck! I need to get back in the competition.
Why? You don't think it deserves that? I mean, it's all about taste anyway, bro.
Sure.
What the internet says.
All about taste. All right. We've got a couple interesting pork boxes to do.
No,
First one up. Case, you like pork. All right, first one up is this one right here.
At least he tried.
I'll wait.
3, 2, 1. All right, Gooder Gang, chime in. What do y'all say? And I will go to Case. I'll let Case start this one.
I'm gonna score that one an 8 because at least they tried to do something other than pork loin.
All right, Madwood gives it a 7. Madwood, explain yourself, sir. 8.
I agree.
8.
Madwood makes sense. I'll tell you why.
Bill Hine checking in is a very accomplished KCBS cook. 8, 9 from Bell. 8, 8, 8. Money muscles on either side are different colors. Steve Cumby.
Correct. A 7. Those are money muscles with 2 different cook-offs right there.
9.
The one on the left was from last week, and he put it in the box. How do you get 2 different color money muscles?
I'm gonna put it up there. I mean, because they're 2 different meats.
2 different cooks.
Yeah, that.
Put it in the box.
Pull that comment down, please.
If you're gonna put it in the box, put it in the box.
This time he shouldn't though.
And stamp it.
10 on appearance, on my opinion, because I like the creativity. I like the uniformity. That's a lot of work there. That looks good. 10 from me on appearance.
Jesus Murphy.
And that's my box, by the way. No, I'm kidding. That was not my box. Definitely not my box. We'll go another pork box real quick, and then we'll wrap up. I
feel like I'm getting bombarded with pork boxes because I'm on here.
I mean, if somebody wants to send it, I didn't get any. I didn't get too many brisket boxes.
Listen, no more chicken. We need to stop on the chicken we had because that was amazing.
Which one?
The one with the 45.
The fuck is that, gumbo?
What
was that?
Where'd it go? Hold on.
Was that Chef's Choice? What is that?
That's a pork box.
Of what?
That's when the pig threw up. What's what there?
What in the hell is going on here?
That is it looks like pulled on the bottom and some kind of chunk thing on the top.
It looks like the pig's brain for something.
3,
crying out loud.
2, 1. We'll pull
6.
that.
DQ.
7. 3. Pork soup. 7.
3.
Sweet and sour pork.
3.
7. What the hell is that? 7.
You know what? You know what that pork needs? It needs a bowl of rice. That's what it needs to put on top of it.
Thank you, Greg Minotti for agreeing.
That's an ugly box. I'm sorry. Alpo. Yeah, that's.
I will give that a 7 as well, and I am going to claim that box right there.
That's your box?
Possibly.
Oh my God.
What? Was that day 1?
Let's just say
that was your box.
Let's just say I had a bad week.
Holy.
How hungover were you?
Holy. He was still drunk.
No, it had nothing to do with that because I didn't really even drink.
Did you let somebody else borrow your slices?
No. I had my gauge on my drum stopped working, and so I used a meat thermometer. I placed it in the drum. It was hotter than it should have been, and I opened it. I was wearing sunglasses, checking my meat, looked good. And then one time I went to check it, and it looked dark, almost burnt, and I lifted my sunglasses, and it was dark and burnt. Thinking it'd be okay. Still sliced it, sauced it, did whatever the hell I wanted to, and then when I went to taste it, that's all I could taste was burnt. So I trimmed it all off, and then time was not on my side, and I just threw shit together. And that's what happens sometimes.
Can we put it back up there now that we know the rest of the story?
Sometimes you just got to put it in the box.
Josh doesn't realize that's mine. That's my feelings you're touching there, Josh. But yeah, it cost me I hit a 2 first place last weekend and cost me a GC. That one.
Chipotle leftovers. Yeah, I was gonna say, where's the beans and rice and the tortilla for that thing?
So it just goes to show, however you think you're accomplished or whatnot, you can still have a bad day. And there it was right there.
That looked
And
like carne guisada for crying out
I'm
loud.
sharing. Hey, I got great taste scores, just terrible appearance scores, and tenderness scores. Tenderness scores were not good either. So, but the taste was holding me
But
up.
seriously, thank you for taking a photo of it so we can all see it.
Hey,
Jesus!
When you fail, you gotta. If you're gonna highlight your accomplishments, you better highlight your fails. And so that was.
I agree, and that's a huge fail right there.
That was a huge fail. So didn't have to do that, but I did it because it still goes to prove, man, you can still be on top of your game, like I feel I have been lately, or at least in the last year and a half. But you can still have an off day, and there it was right there.
Poor guy lost 4 sponsors to the show, posting 1 picture of his boxes.
I just feel sorry for the 11 teams that did not beat that box. So, I don't know what their box looked like, but come on, just saying. There it was. Put a little corn in it. Should put some corn in it.
That was carne guisada for crying out loud.
That just makes it worse. You guys are cold-blooded. Yeah, to the host even.
Well, okay, first of all, who put that? Robert Leo? All right. It's not cold-blooded. Be honest on the scores, because you look online on all those turn-in box picks, and everybody's giving 9s and 10s, and you're not supposed to, really.
Yeah.
Score it how you should score it.
No.
Too many 9s are being handed out.
That was my worst box. Even whenever I did not know how to cook pork, that was definitely the worst box I've ever turned in. Just put it in the box. That's what I did. If I'd have had 5 more minutes, I would have made it look pretty, and because it apparently tasted good. Tenderness was.
Bro, you needed 5 more weeks to make that box look good. 5 more minutes wasn't going to save that box.
Hey, you know what? When I put it up there, I was accepting the punishment, and there it was right there. It won't happen again.
No, good on you, Rob. Yeah, good on you. Put up your failures. Stay humble. Good. Don't do it again. But good for you.
My black drum is affectionately known as the flavor saver. It giveth and taketh. First place brisket, 20-something pork. So there it was right there. All right. Enough of the rate my. What do you guys think of the rate my box case? I think you enjoyed that a little too much.
It needs to be a weekly staple.
It is a weekly staple. We've been doing that for a few weeks now. Thanks for watching the show, Tony. I appreciate you.
Well, it'd be more fun if there wasn't so many charity 9s out there in the Facebook land.
I don't think real charity 9s. I just think y'all were being overly critical.
Are you crazy? The fucking FEMA doesn't hand out that many goddamn 9s. What's the matter with you? It's too much.
Look at Josh. Too many people handing out that participation ribbon, Tony. Josh Hale says.
He's right.
Yeah, I just let's see the first place brisket just to redeem myself. I don't think I even have a picture of the first place brisket. I do have a picture of that terrible pork, but not of the brisket. All right, what's up, Eddie Madrano? How are you? Congratulations! I think I saw you with a walk down at High Stakes. How do I enter my box? Harold Williamson. Send them to me, Rob Arocha, on Facebook, and I will try to get them on there. All right.
He's brave.
What's that?
Hey, after all this, he still wants to enter his box.
He still wants to enter his box. Yeah, that is
fucking guy's got balls. Let's go.
I will give one more chicken box just because this guy sent this to me earlier and I forgot to put it up here. So I'm going to have one more chicken box and then we'll end the rate my.
We had the greatest chicken box of all time, and you're going to send me another one.
I have a first place chicken, which was fucking gorgeous.
We know. We want the church's 3-piece.
That's it.
Yes,
the
I had
scored.
I had 2,
9.
Jared. I had a first place chicken and a first place brisket. And my ribs were solid, but I got 14th place. All right, the last box of the evening. What'd you say?
I guess they're not that solid if they did 14.
They were solid. It was just I was shocked. I was waiting whenever they got the first place. I was like, all right, here we go. Nope, 14. All right, the last box of the evening. Let me pull these down real quick, and we will get this segment over with. And I do have a announcement to say about who our guest is next week on the show. Tony is not welcome back next week.
That's fine.
That's fine. All right, chicken box. Here we go. It's always judge number 3.
Is that a benign tumor? What is that?
Wingtips don't matter anymore.
I don't care about the wingtip. I'm trying to figure out the shape. I got to turn the phone upside down to see it.
All right. 3, 2, 1. Pulling it down. There we go. Gooder gang, do your thing on that last chicken of the evening in the Rate My Box segment. 9, 10. That is not my chicken, by the way. Tony said this show sucks anyway. Yes, he did. 9. No tips. 9.
Can't judge tips.
9, 8, 10, 9, 9. 9, 9, 9. You can't judge if it's not there. I'm just saying.
You can't judge it based on tips. Well, you shouldn't discount points because there's no tip.
All right. Tony, what do you think of that chicken? You're a chicken guy.
8.
Why?
Why? Just the presentation. It's upside down, first of all.
No, it's not.
You can't make out the thigh, and but it does look plump, and the color is nice.
All right. Case, you've done well in chicken.
I'm gonna give this a 9 since it doesn't have those fake ass race stripes on it.
No Sharpies.
So you're giving it points for no race stripes on there.
For being respectful.
Respectful of the chicken. I'll give that a 9, and I'll tell you why. I love the fact this cook decided not. Who's making that noise? I love the fact this cook decided not to put the wingtip. I don't think doesn't look as good as tip. I disagree, Jared. I love to me, that plumpness of the whole breast. Let me mute Tony. Oh, somebody did. All right. Thank you, Ty. That plumpness of the entire breast, it just looks good to me. To me, it's just a little light. That's all. A little light. I'd like to see a little more setting of the sauce, darkness, if you will. All right. That's a 9 for me. Not killing it. It's a 9. All right. Judging the protein, not the camera skills. Yeah, exactly. Doesn't look good without the tip, says Jared McCrory. I disagree. Hasn't cost me anything. I haven't.
The tip probably broke, right?
I haven't. We all do, Steve-O. We all love a plump breast. I have not.
Fuck.
I have.
Plump breast cost me 18 years of child support. Jesus Christ.
I have not noticed any poor scores without the wingtip. So, what do you guys think, Gooder gang? Are you pro wingtip or no wingtip? Put it in the comments. I'd like to know because I am no wingtip. Team no wingtip here for Bullhorn Barbecue.
So
Case,
doesn't matter to me.
Are you pro wingtip or?
I am pro wingtip. I think it looks nice.
All right, there we go. Remember my comment. What was your comment, Louie? I don't remember your comment, but I'm sure it was a good one. I just don't remember.
Oh, it's just a tip. That's the comment.
Oh, okay. I got you. Thank you guys for sending in the Gooder gang, sending in some quality boxes. Some apparently not so quality, but I think that was that's always fun. That's always a fun segment. I think people like doing that. Case, what do you think about that? That's kind of been added since you've been gone.
Yeah, no, that was good, except for all the welfare 9s that live in the comments, but whatever.
Holy fuck. FEMA 9s, crying out loud.
Remind you of something.
9s, you should open a restaurant. I'm on the way.
Smoking and Toasting says no wingtip with brace stripes.
That's a solid 10.
That's a 7 for Case. If you have no wingtip and race stripes, you're getting a 7 from Mr. Case Hahn right there.
Not judgeable.
Not judgeable. All right. There he is. All right. I think that's everything on my agenda for the evening for sure. We did the Rate My Box, the Mount Rushmores, upcoming events, the wrap-up recap. We talked about the 6-year anniversary of the show. Shout out to the Gooder gang for still sticking with us for an hour and a half in. No, we did not get your barbecue homies. Tony, who's your barbecue homie?
Explain what a barbecue homie is before we.
Barbecue homie is somebody like you want to go and it's your boy, right? You set up next to this person, y'all plan the weekend before, somebody you really talk to, and just somebody you want to be with for a full weekend at a contest.
Nobody. After rodeo, I pissed everybody off, so nobody wants to be next to me.
Did you piss people off at the rodeo?
I might have.
Okay.
Barbecue homie? Okay. So somebody that you're not competing, that's not in your team that you like to have sitting next to you. Right?
Yeah, just one of your boys.
I don't know. It'd have to be you, Rob.
Me?
Oh. It'd have to be Bullhorn. It'd have to be you guys.
You trying to make me cry too. All right.
Well, I put you on my Rushmore, so you can't be my barbecue homie.
I can't be your barbecue homie.
But I'm gonna go old school, and I'm glad Tony didn't take it. And I miss this guy because he's entertaining as all shit. But if I could sit there, shoot the shit, and cook next to a guy, it would be Mr. CJ Bean.
Oh my God. No, see that. Yes, but no.
That is a good one. And Jared, you're right. I did not do the upcoming event segment, but I'll do it real quick because it's only going to take a second. Sponsored by the Briscoe Ranch Cook-Off at the Crossroads. It's the upcoming event segment. You guys can hear my voice December 8th and 9th, 2023. Make plans to go to Uvalde, Texas, and attend the Briscoe Ranch Cook-Off at the Crossroads. Wade, Carpenter, and crew do a phenomenal job out there. Case, you haven't talked about this event in 4 months. Say something nice, Kate.
Yeah, no, the Briscoe Ranch Cook-Off, man, it was a blast. We went out there, even though it snowed and Rob slept the entire way as I drove. But it was, it's a fantastic event, fantastic city, great people, and truly, judging by the cooks in the field, it means a lot to take home one of those trophies. No, it definitely go out there and support. It's worth the trip. It's a well-run event, and walking home with any of those trophies is a huge accomplishment in barbecue.
There it is. So there is nothing going on in IBCA. Is it their meeting? Maybe they're having their annual meeting. I'm not familiar. There's no events in IBCA. There's no events in Lone Star. There's no events in Outlaw. There's only one.
Pew, pew.
There it was.
It's too hot.
There's only one event in the Champions Barbecue Alliance. We had 6 last weekend. We're down to 1 this weekend. We're talking about Celebration. That is where I will be camped up in San Felipe, Texas. It is a state championship in near Sealy, Texas. San Felipe, I think they're like right next to each other. Case, you know about that? You know San Felipe?
Yeah,
10
first
minutes
off,
from Katy.
Sealy is not a town worth celebrating, but I do hope it's a great cook-off. If you do want a town worth celebrating, Columbus is only 30 minutes away.
Is Bill Purvis doubting my research skills? Is he doubting producer Ty? Is it in San Felipe? Thank you, Louie. Yes, it is in San Felipe, Texas, which is basically Sealy, from what I understand, right?
San Felipe is right. It's a suburb of the trashy town of Sealy.
Can Sealy actually have a suburb? Is it big enough to have a suburb?
It's going to get absorbed by Katy soon anyway, so yeah.
Now there's a river that'll stop that.
Absolutely. The party is in Sealy, says Aaron Leslie. I will be there in Sealy along with Josh Hale, with JC's Good Old Boys, Texas Oil Dust, K&R Pipeline, LC Barbecue, Chicken Fried Barbecue. Who all is going to be out in Sealy? I know I'm missing a Barefoot. We had Sure Shot. East Texas Smokers, I saw they were on the list. It's a who's who of barbecue. And so if you have, I do believe there's still spaces to get in there. And don't bash Outlaw because it gives high school kids a chance to compete. No one's bashing Outlaw. I never have ever.
Who's bashing Outlaw?
I have never bashed Outlaw.
I have absolutely bashed Outlaw, and I will continue to bash some little North Texas, South Oklahoma bullshit sanctioning body.
Again, the views of the special co-host do not reflect the views of the show. But
don't forget Wichita.
I love Outlaw.
Yeah,
and everything they're doing up there. Again, there's only one event this weekend. and that is going to be in the Champions Barbecue Alliance Celebration 2023 in San Felipe, Texas. It is a state championship, so if you go out there and do well, you can get you a bung. There's still bungs being passed out right now. Tony,
who's going for number 7s right now?
I think maybe 4 or 5 may be the highest right now. No, I've only got 3. I've got 3. I think Phil may have 4 or 5.
What about Aaron Leslie? He's chasing that too, right?
Aaron may have 3 or 4. Aaron, how many you got? How many bungs you got? Bill, hey, shout out to Bill Purvis. I wish I had Big Bill up to do it, but I deleted it accidentally. Big Bill, only one in Texas with 7, and he did that 3 months ago? It feels like 2 months ago.
Oh
yeah,
long time ago. The only bung I got is a bung hole. That's about it.
Aaron has 4. Aaron has 4, but this guy is the only one in Texas with 7 right now. Maybe
this is Bill Purvis with Chicken Fried Barbecue, and you're watching the So Smokin' Gooder Show. Boom.
There was a time I remember on this show when he was just happy we mentioned his name.
Yeah, lots of.
Now we're happy that he mentions your name.
Facts. I'm just happy that he actually knows my name.
that he clicks like on your posts. Like, oh my God, Bill clicked like. I was acknowledged.
I made the mistake of walking into a Buc-ee's with Bill Purvis one time, and we stayed there for an hour and a half while he signed autographs, and we tried to get out of there. All I wanted was a turkey sandwich, and I wound up staying an hour and a half just because Bill was wearing his chicken fried barbecue shirt. So speaking of Bill Purvis, he is going to be on Barbecue USA. That premieres next Monday on the Food Network. Barbecue USA. You guys remember season 1? Season 2 premieres Monday on July the 10th. And the big Texas event that was held in Uvalde that we just talked about at the Briscoe Ranch Cook-Off at the Crossroads, filmed last December. That's going to air a week later on July the 17th.
Just for clarification purposes, is Bill going to be on the show or just in the background like Phil was?
Bill is
filler. He was a walk-on.
I mean, like, am I going to hear from Bill, or is it just going to be like, just, I know that guy in the background, like they did Phil Breeden?
He's going to be a stand-in.
You are terrible. Chuck's clip. Oh, I know. I'm so bad. I need to get Chuck's clip up. But let me get back to what I was saying. So, Case, be quiet for a minute.
Derailed that.
July the 10th, the series premiere of season 2 on the Food Network, Barbecue USA, hosted by Michael Simon. Speaking of that, the next weekend is going to be the one filmed at Uvalde with CJ Bean. He was showcased on there. Tom Fuentes was showcased on there. Jackie Milligan, Clarence Joseph, Paul Whitaker. A lot of the people that a lot of members of the Gooder Gang were filmed in Uvalde.
So it's going to be the comedy tour.
I had a big first place chicken there in Uvalde. I'm hoping to get a little screen time. I have no idea. Anyway, but the producer of the show, Mr. Nick, let me say his name right. Mr. Nick Panagopoulos. He is the executive producer of the show. This guy makes that show happen. He is going to be our special guest next weekend on the So Smokin' Gooder Show right here. Case, you are not in. Tony, you are definitely out.
Fuck that. I'm going to jack in and I'm going to hot wire in.
None of you boys are in on this show next week.
Because we need to be on here.
Y'all can watch the show.
You're just afraid we're going to steal the show from you. And Nick and producer Nick is going to say, these guys need their own show. That's what's going to happen.
Well, every time he does one of those shows, he always needs somebody who can't cook for shit. That could be us.
I'm telling you.
Executive producer Nick and my producer Ty are the only ones going to be on this show next week.
Ty, can you send your address when Tony and I'll fly in? We're just going to hang out there.
I'm going to tell you right now, if Nick watches this show and sees that what Case and I did on Rate My Box, we're going to have our own HBO special. I'll tell you right now.
Yeah,
well, Nick, producer Nick.
You know what Food Network needs? More Case and Tony. You know what they need
right.
less of? chicken fried barbecue. I said it. I said
That's
it.
Don't make me mute you boys real quick. I got to finish this. Next week on the show, Nick Panagopoulos, the executive
you can't
producer.
even say his name.
I did say it right. I'm just reading it. I have an interview with this guy tomorrow to discuss what we're doing next week on the show. So this Monday, episode 1 of season 2 of Barbecue USA on the Food Network. You can find, I don't know where they filmed episode 1, but episode 2 is filmed in Uvalde, the Uvalde Briscoe Ranch Cook-Off at the Crossroads. So you're going to see a lot of people that you guys know. You're going to see a lot of the Gooder Gang on that show. So make sure you tune in, and make sure you tune in next Wednesday at 8 o'clock. We're going to have the executive producer talking all about it. I mean, how to get noticed, how to get on these type of shows. I know
I'm going to be hard in the comments. Hard in the comments.
That is a question that a lot of people ask me. Hey, how do you get in this deal? You know, how did Bill, how did Phil, how did all these guys get in there? And it has a lot to do with, I don't know yet, but we'll find out next week on the show. So make sure you have plans to attend next Wednesday at 8 o'clock. We're going to have the executive producer of Barbecue USA on.
Hey, you saw what Bill just said, right?
No. What did Bill just say?
The Royal was episode 1.
Okay, thank you. The American Royal was episode 1. You will not be seeing, unless they film Party of the Year, you will not be seeing me on that.
I fucking knew it.
Had a bad weekend there. They did not film Party of the Year. But anyway, so next week, Nick Panagopoulos will be on the show, the executive producer of Barbecue USA, here on the So Smokin' Gooder Show.
I'm just calling it. If they need to cast Rob for a show, and then they need to call us to like Rob's background story 7 years ago. Rob, we can be there for like we were there.
This has nothing to do with me being cast on a show. He is attending our showcase, the show we started 6 years ago. We're having the executive producer of Barbecue USA.
Hear that, Ty? Send me a link. I think it's only fair that I'm here.
Ty, I want the same link. I want to be in there like a fucking rash. Do you understand? Telling you right now.
Let me tell you what's not going to happen. But
I'm coming to Rob's house and I'm banging on windows. That's what I'm going to do. I'm making the drive.
Ty are having meetings about this show. Ty, we're having meetings about this show. We'll get it. We'll get it squared away. All right. Yes. Tony Tanache, before we let you go, you've been entertaining as always.
I had fun. Thank you.
We all had fun. This is a fun show, man. This is all we want to do. Celebrate 6 years of being on air, on the interwebs, and being the #1 watch show. Maybe not tonight.
And not getting banned. That's good.
Maybe not tonight. We're not the #1 watch show, but generally we are.
You know what you need to do? You need to do the squares again. Remember we did the top cooker squares?
No. What are you
the brackets. When you did the brackets.
Yeah. No, that was great. If Facebook would do the polls again, that's why I haven't done those. The summertime was when we did that. Yeah. Thank you.
That's the one. That's the one I won, and all the Russians intervened, and I still won.
Sean, overall, 3 little platforms were over 40K, but I appreciate you checking in with that. What was that, Tony? I'm sorry.
That's the one where I won, right?
Yeah,
and you didn't give me. I beat everybody. I got first place in those brackets.
Pretty sure Ernest Cervantes won that.
Thank you.
No, I did.
Appreciate that.
I did it, and Rob refused to accept the fact that I won it. Didn't give me the award, and that's when the Russians got involved. Remember?
Listen, Donald Trump.
I remember the Russians. Listen, Donald Trump.
I won it because I bet against Adam Martinez, remember? And I won it. That was mine. And Rob, you said, I can't believe you won it. But you had to give it to Ernest because he's your buddy.
YouTube does polls. Okay. If I could get everybody that watches this show, maybe we can. I bet Twitch does polls. That's what I'd rather have you guys. Honestly.
Stripper Joints does polls.
There you go. There we go. That's the commentary we needed here from Tony.
That's how we should Tony.
All right, Tony, before we let you get out of here, give some shout outs to anybody you want to mention besides, your Mount Rushmore was great, by the way.
Thank you.
Did you say your barbecue homie? Did you say your barbecue homie? Me. I'm your barbecue homie. Woo-hoo.
Yes.
All right.
Because when I met you at Taffer and you really needed help, that's when I first met you. And Case was right. You guys didn't know how to cook, and I helped you guys figure out how to use a pellet smoker. You guys have been my barbecue homies since.
you helped us figure out a pellet smoker.
Remember at Taffer when you guys were flailing at Taffer?
Did I don't know about Frelling at Taffer. We did some pretty.
First year we GC'd. First year we attended Taffer, we GC'd.
Because I was there. That's when I met you guys. That's why you GC'd. I helped y'all out.
All right, I will just.
Can you let me have that?
What it is.
Let me have it.
I will let you have it. I will let you have it.
All right, good. I'm good. Shout outs? Nah, I'm good. Hello to everybody. I miss everybody in Houston and the Valley. How about that? And Roddy Trevino.
All right, I'm going to drop you down. You don't have to go anywhere, but I'm going to drop you down while we close this show out.
That's it. Evicted.
No, you can stay there. Bye, Tony. All right, Ty, I'm going to drop you down too real quick, and I'll bring you back here in just a minute. But the OG co-host of the So Smokin' Gooder Show, 6 years ago we started this thing, Case, and I might have done it, but it was a lot easier to have a friend with me when we start this thing. When you go out there and put yourself for everyone to see each and every week and to do something like this, to accept, the criticism, people, the talk and all that and stuff like that. But we've been pretty successful at doing this thing, and I appreciate you coming along with me for the ride at the very beginning, man. And I appreciated everything you said when you stepped down too. So what did you think coming back 4 or 5 months later?
Yeah, no, it was good. It's always good, and still a friend of so many people that watch this show and interact, and I see the comments, and it's still obviously it's a lot of fun. It's just not something that I was nearly as committed to that something like this deserves, and so I think you're doing a fantastic job, and all the cooks out there deserve time in the spotlight, and that this show brings not just to Texas cooks, but really cooks all over the country. And looking back, I think that's probably the biggest thing that just blows my mind. Some of the friends we've made, guys
Absolutely.
that I just used to watch on, guys, in all honesty, there's people in my phone that 7 years ago, I remember seeing them on TV, and they still answer the text messages, and they, and these are guys that I look up to, and
Bill Purvis,
these guys are, that have made barbecue a lifestyle, and they took time to come here to talk to us, these two chubby guys from Texas, and so it always. Still looking back, it's the people and the friendships that we made, not just in Texas, but all over the United States and hell, Australia.
Yep.
And some of the jokes and the laughter and the controversies I've stirred, I've truly enjoyed more than Rob stands to enjoy. But
I enjoy it too.
It's always good to come here, and Rob and I remain extremely close friends and talk all the time, and we have a lot more common other than barbecue and sports and tailgating and family and things like that. So we actually do talk about other things other than barbecue. But it was fun to come into your homes and your cars and your podcast, however we got there for so many years. And congratulations to Rob to continue doing it.
Thank you, man. Like I said, man, it was great to have you start this thing with me, and I want you to be a contributor down the road when we do these anniversaries and whatnot, or if you want to just, hey, I got something to say, let me know. We'll get Case. Case is not like Case said, we talk all the time, so this is not it's not like we don't ever hear from each other or whatever. We talk all the time, go to lunch, do all this, and we talk about the show too. And Case, you brought back some old clothing that I'm like jealous of. That's a cool ass shirt, and that's a badass hat. They're so smoking good. There it was. That's one of the OG hats that we'd ever seen. Let me go back to some OG videos before we get out of here. Wasn't it? But here's Butter. Here's Butter.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Butter from War Pig Barbecue, makers of FUBAR Elite Barbecue Sauce. We're proud sponsors of Bullhorn Barbecue and So Smokin' Gooder. So tune into the show for all things barbecue, and you just might win yourself a bottle of FUBAR.
He has since created Many lines since then. Yes, a few products since then. That was before him in HEB. So shout out to Butter right there. And how about Jaybird?
It's Jason. Primate Cookers. Turn in. Slow Smoking Gooder. Friday night.
Gotta love Jay Bird. Those were some of the OGs, and we showed that one with Russell or Cheeto from Bull Printing, and you in the background. That was fun, man. And we've had a lot of fun doing this thing, man. And I thank you very much for being a part of this thing. And we'll hit you up down the line for sure.
Yeah, absolutely, man. If there's only one thing that I do miss saying on a regular basis, and
hold up, don't say it yet. I wouldn't let you go in yet because everybody's saying you haven't not like been on the show, because you have been on the show. You just don't know it. Here we go.
God.
Such a Ty, player outro music, please. Before you say your send off, let's get Ty's comments here real quick. Ty,
this is great.
Thank you.
This is great to see. I mean, it was fun to have Case back. I love getting some of the more complex context for some of the catchphrases y'all used. So I didn't realize that pew 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 was a bad thing, because I asked your permission. To me that's why I was doing it, like keep up the Case Hahn, and I was always going to do your send off and be like, just for Case Hahn, but you never answered my message back, so I didn't want to use it without you. But awesome show, guys.
I have no trademarks.
Yeah, no trademark, and that is not a dig on Outlaw. To me, that's just a fun recognition or acknowledgement that they are out there doing their thing, man. That is not a dig on anything right there.
Here's to you, South
Last
Oklahoma.
thing I want to say is that's an awesome sponsor you got there on the screen.
There it is. Got your 6 culture. I will do a better job. Ty and I will. We got some videos coming for each of our sponsors, and thank you for the ones that came on board for 23, 24. Appreciate each and every one of you. For Tony Tanache, there he is right there. Thank you for coming on.
Now you put me back. First of all, Case, your little memorial to Rob. First of all, gay. Sorry, gay.
Mute him.
I can mute him. I can't. I won't do it right now. But shout out to the Gooder Gang still watching 2 hours in. These are now 2-hour shows. Plan on it every Wednesday, 8 to 10 o'clock Central. That's what we'll be doing. For producer Ty. Oh, and last thing, don't forget, next Wednesday, we're going to have the producer of Barbecue USA, Nick.
And Tony and I.
No, not Tony and you. Producer Ty.
Rob,
and
we're
Nick.
coming to your house. I'm coming to your house.
I have a door.
Me, you, and Papadopoulos over there. I'm coming to your house.
Can lock the door.
I have a key.
Don't make me mute you. All right, next Wednesday. If y'all want to come on, maybe we'll be on YouTube here in a minute. We'll see. See how Tony feels. Anyway, all right, that's going to wrap up tonight's show, but I cannot let it go without Case giving us a send-off.
Yeah, Tony, good to see you. Ty, doing a hell of a job. Rob, keep it up the good work. Hey, good night to you, Barbecue Nation. And you too, California. You weirdo.
There it is. We're going to be out of here. You guys say bye, boys.
Rob, where's my opening video that you made me send you?